Hey, it is Safia here with the final video of 2020. And as we prepare to wrap up this groundbreaking, historic year, I know that so many of you are probably planning ahead and dreaming up of all the ways that you can make 2021 better than this one, right? So I'm seeing a lot of coaches, I'm seeing a lot of service providers. There's so many different people out there that are offering planning sessions and goal setting workshops and all that good stuff. And listen, while I think all of those things are great, I know that it takes more than just writing things down and setting intentions to really start seeing changes and getting real results. But goal setting and planning is a great place to start. Don't get me wrong. So here's the thing. The truth is, real change requires you to ask yourself the really important and sometimes difficult questions. But more than just asking yourself those questions, it requires you to answer those questions honestly, right? Questions that help you to identify where you're playing small or how you can start stretching yourself more to show up fully and take more powerful actions towards your goals, right? Questions that moves you from just thinking about things and, just dreaming of things to actually doing things, or as I like to say, from ideas to implementation. And questions that move you from problem to solution, from staying stuck, spinning your wheels for another year, or moving in the direction of where you really want to go. So as a coach, my job is to ask those sometimes not so easy questions, right? And I've gotten really, really good at it over the years, because when you ask the right questions, it usually leads to the right solutions. So as we approach the end of this year and we prepare for the next, I thought I'd share my list of 21 questions to help you level up in 2021. So these questions, you guys, are also really great journaling prompts that I've personally used and my clients have all personally used at some point or another. So sit with me, listen, I'm gonna give you these 21 questions, and of course, you don't need to be answering every single one of them at the same time, but it's great questions for you to think about throughout the year as you think of, where do I need to be leveling up more? Where do I need to be showing up more in my business? And again, they're great journal prompts. So let's dig in. Okay, question number 1 is, where do I feel inauthentic in my business? So this question is really, really important, because usually what happens is when business starts to feel like it's in a funk or it's not going in the direction you want, it usually stems back to a disconnect somewhere, right? And the disconnect usually stems back to you not showing up as your authentic self. So I don't have time to dive into all of that. I can talk about that all day long. But for the purposes of this video, I just want you guys to think about, if this is a question that resonates for you, again, journal on it, think about it. Where do I feel inauthentic in my business? That's question 1. Question 2, where do I feel disconnected or misaligned in my business? So similar to the first question about authenticity, this is another really powerful one to help you really dissect and pinpoint exactly where you're feeling a disconnect in your business. When you can identify where things are feeling out of alignment or where there's a disconnect, you're able to actually properly solve the problem and actually go ahead and reconnect with those things, right? Getting back in alignment with where you're probably, again, not showing up authentically or not feeling authentic, and reconnecting with that and realigning with that is often the first start to getting to where you want to be. Okay. Question number 3. What is keeping me from fully showing up and playing big in my business? So this is kind of an uncomfortable one sometimes to answer, because it really forces you to dig deep. It forces you to think about, okay, why am I really not doing the thing that I need to do? And oftentimes, we already know the answers. Oftentimes, we already know what's the thing that's stopping us. We already know why we're not fully showing up. We're just not ready and willing to actually do the work to start showing up. So I invite you to ask yourself that question and think about it. What is keeping me from fully showing up and playing big in my business? Question 4. Which of my unique strengths am I not leveraging enough in my business? So much of business is based on you doing things that you're good at and things that you enjoy, right? And if you're not tapping into what your unique strengths are and what you naturally enjoy, business can start to feel really dull and really monotonous. And again, it goes back to that disconnect, right? So think about, where are you not leveraging your unique strengths enough? What are the passions that you're not tapping into? What are the strengths that you're not tapping into? Think about that question, journal on that question, and then identify, okay, great, where can you start leveraging those things more, right? Okay, question 6. Where can I start creating more connections and building relationships? All right, if you guys know me, you know I'm the connection queen, right? Where can you start building connections and relationships in your business? Business is all about building relationships and creating connections. For like non-negotiable, it is like a fundamental part of your business, right? And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you will know that I always teach that the first and easiest way for you to start getting results in your business is through looking at your existing relationships and building new relationships. So I want you guys to think about, where can you start creating more connections and building more relationships? When you answer that question, you start to identify what that looks like or where that gap is, you will infinitely start to level up in your business, because business is based on those connections and those relationships. All right, question number 7. How can I ask for the sale more consistently? Listen, I'm going to repeat that one. How can I ask for the sale more consistently? The number one reason why people are not making sales is because they're not asking for it consistently. You're not going to get what you don't ask for, right? So I really want to invite you to think, how can I start asking for the sale more consistently? Do I need to put it out on social media? Do I need to send an email? Do I need to get on a video? What does that look like for you and your unique business? And where can you start asking for the sale more consistently? Okay. Question number 9. How can I create the best results for my clients? Okay, I love, and I'm obsessed with this question, because the results that your clients are getting, and when you can focus and prioritize creating the best results for your clients, your business will always win. Because when your clients win, you win. Not only will they get great results, they'll and give you great testimonials and refer you like crazy, but that is going to be the evidence of your business and your process and your system and your unique way of coaching and solving the problem. That will be the evidence of your thing working. And when you can see your process, your thing, your solution at play and working and actually helping people transform their lives and their situations, nothing is more fulfilling, nothing is more rewarding, and nothing will pay back for your business faster than having happy clients, right? So that's question number 9. Okay, moving on to question number 10. What do I need to do to feel more confident as a business owner? So if you're not at that point yet where you are like crushing it and you're like killing it in your business, this might be a very relevant question for you to think about and to answer. Like, what do I need to do to feel more confident as a business owner? There's a lot of people who start businesses and they have a lot of experience in whatever the thing is they do. Like, I work with coaches, 100% of my clients are coaches, and they're really, really good at coaching, but the business end of things, they struggle with a little bit, hence the reason why they hire me, right? And it sometimes takes a little bit of a catch up to feel confident as a business owner. So being a coach or being the service provider that you are, it's one thing, but you're also the business owner, right? And so it's equally important that you feel confident as a business owner as you do in the skills and the solution and the coaching or whatever the services that you provide. So I want you guys to think about, what can I do to feel more confident as a business owner? When you feel more confident and you show up with more confidence, there is without a doubt your business will level up because you step into your confidence, right? You step into showing up differently, acting differently, thinking differently, making decisions on a different level. And as a result, your business levels up. So again, that question was, what do I need to do to feel more confident as a business owner? Question number 11, what would the CEO version of me do today? I love this question. This is another one I absolutely love. What would the CEO version of me do today? So here's why this question is really, really relevant, okay? When we're running our business and we're solopreneurs and entrepreneurs, there's many days when you're like, I just don't know that I want to do that thing. I just don't feel like doing that thing. You know, all the distractions, all the other mindset stuff comes up, right? But if you were paying somebody, like if you were to think about your business, your company, and you are actually paying somebody to run your company for you, that be the CEO, how would you expect them to perform? What kind of decisions would you expect them to make? How would you expect them to show up for your business? And if you're willing to pay somebody to do that, then you have to be able to step into that and be that CEO. And think about, if I am the CEO of my business, what would the CEO version of me do today? What kind of decisions would I be making? How would I be showing up? What, where would I be delegating? What would I be not doing? Things like that. So again, it's a really, really powerful question. I really want you guys to think about it. What would the CEO version of me do today? Question number 12. Where can I start delegating or outsourcing tasks that are draining me or taking too much of my time? This, again, is another really powerful CEO level thinking one, right? Because when you are getting started in business or you're building your business, so often there's a learning curve. So there's times, you take time to learn certain things. There's certain things you might want to be involved in. And I know that there are some perpetual students out there, myself included, that love to learn and love to be in it. But if you are spending your time on tasks that are draining you or that are taking too much of your time, and therefore you don't have enough time to do the main things that only you, the business owner, the face of the business, the coach, the service provider can be doing, then you're doing your business a disservice, right? So think about, where can I start delegating or outsourcing tasks that are actually draining me or taking too much of my time? And sometimes that doesn't even have to necessarily be a part of your business. That doesn't always have to mean hiring a VA or getting a team. That can literally be, getting takeout a couple nights a week. That could literally be getting someone to help you, with household stuff, so that it offsets off of your plate and frees your energy and your time up to, give to your business where your business needs. So you'll have to know what that looks like for your unique business and your unique life. But when tasks start to drain you and take too much of your time, and then you feel like you're competing, that's the worst place to be. So start thinking about, where can you start delegating or outsourcing tasks that are draining you or taking too much of your time? Okay, question number 13. We're wrapping up. We're getting towards the end. Question 13. What do I need to do to stay consistent in my business? Consistency is king with everything. You get results when you are consistent, right? It's fine to slap something together or do something, or do something really well one time, but what moves it from being really good to being great is consistency, right? And so I want you to think about and identify, where are the areas in my business that I may not be showing up as consistently, or may not be as consistent. And it might not necessarily look like tangible tasks and tangible things like sending the email or getting on a video. It might be things like just being consistent with my habits and being consistent with my mindset work, or being consistent with, getting things off of my to-do list or tidying my area, whatever that looks like for you in your business. Think about, where do I need to stay consistent in my business? Because what you focus on expand. So if you're consistently focusing on the things that you need to focus on in your business, and you're giving it consistent attention, that thing will expand, right? That thing will expand. So if it's, am I not consistently asking for the sale? And if you shift into consistently doing that, guess what? That thing is going to expand. So what can you do to stay more consistent in your business? Okay. Question 14, where do I need support the most right now? There's a difference between where do I need support and where do I need support the most right now. I am the first person to say, hire support, get support in your business. It's going to change your life, but you don't always need, you have to also know what kind of support you need when, right? So you may not need the 50 different things right now. You might just need, what is the kind of support do I need right now to move me to that next level? What does that look like? Does that look like a team? Does that look like hiring a coach? Does that look like investing in certain softwares? Does that look like getting an accountant? Does that look like whatever that might be? Where do I need support the most right now to get me to that next level? Okay. All right. Question 15. We're almost to the end. Question 15. What is not serving me or benefiting my life or my business right now? A lot of times we hold on to things because of safety, because of complacency, because of being in your comfort zone, but it becomes dead weight. And if it's not serving you, let it go. If there are things that you're doing on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis in your business, and it's not producing results, let it go. If there are things that are not serving you, that are draining you, let it go, right? So ask yourself, what is not serving me or benefiting me in my life right now? The faster you let go and you clear that away and create space and you create openness for bringing in more into your life, for bringing in more of the things that you want and more of the things that do serve you. So it could be a client, it could be a system, it could be, I don't know. You'll have to know what it is for your business, but think about what is not serving me, what is not serving or benefiting me right now, and just let that go. All right, question 16. Who can I surround myself with that will help motivate, inspire, and support me towards my goals? Entrepreneurship can be an extremely lonely journey. You sit here, you sit behind your computer, you're working away, you're doing all the things, and sometimes, you can't see the tree from the forest because you're the only one in it, right? So I cannot stress enough the importance of, finding people that will support you and surrounding yourself with that. It could be a biz bestie. It could be, like somebody else who's been on a similar journey to you. It could be, an entrepreneur group. It could be, whatever the case may be. Find people and surround yourself with people who will motivate and inspire you and get you closer to your goals and support you to your goals. And better yet, find people who are already where you want to be, because that'll normalize for you what that goal is. So if you want to hit 6 figures, surround yourself with 6-figure business owners, right? If you want to hit multiple 6 figures, surround yourself with multiple 6-figure business owners, because nothing will get you faster than seeing that and normalizing that and being in a community with people who can support you towards that. Okay. Question number 17. How am I living my values when it comes to the way I'm running my business? So I had to throw this one in there because far too often we get into business and we're doing things that we think we should be doing, right? Like, oh, maybe my business should look this way, or I should follow that business model, or this coach, or that entrepreneur, or that, guru is telling you to do it this way, blah, 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 whatever, right? And you go down that path because that's like this cookie cutter blueprint that you've seen everybody else doing. And then you try that thing and it just doesn't work for you, or it's not getting you the results. And so often it's because, again, coming back to some of those first questions, there's a disconnect, right? But also, is it conflicting with your values? So for instance, if you're a busy mom like me, it might not be, sustainable for you to be on live streams all day long and be, marketing your business in a very outward way and on stories and doing all that stuff like some other people might be, right? Like that just might not be conducive to your lifestyle. And that's okay. But if you're trying to fit a square peg in a round hole, is that the saying? Square peg in a round hole? Yeah. If you're trying to fit that in, then you're going to feel that conflict between your values, and it's just going to end up feeling business. That's when business starts to feel hard, right? Again, If you're someone who value traveling and value freedom and don't want to necessarily be stuck behind a computer because you have an adventurous spirit, maybe, you know, like, again, being stuck behind a computer is not going to be, it's conflicting with your values. And maybe you need to find inspiration by traveling or, you know, working at a coffee shop or doing something else. But again, look at where there might be a value conflict and think about, again, that question is, how am I living my values when it comes to the way I'm running my business? Because when you are living your values and you're in alignment with that, not only does your business feel easy, but that's when you get the most results in your business because you show up authentically and you can actually sustain it, right? Like, you're not going to be like competing for time or energy and all that stuff. You can actually sustain the actions you're taking or the strategies you're implementing because they align with your values, right? And they feel good and they motivate you to keep doing it. So again, how am I living my values when it comes to the way I'm running my business? Okay, question number 18. Would this problem, and this one is for you if you're like feeling challenged or stuck around anything, would this problem, which is the thing that you're feeling challenged by, be different if I already felt, insert the thing that you're doubting the most? So let me give you like my example. Would this problem, the thing that I'm feeling challenged by, be different if I already fully trusted myself, felt worthy and good enough? So that's an example that same question, you guys, I've had to answer that question several times over throughout the course of my business, because self-trust is a big thing when you're growing a business, right? And it's been the number one thing I've had to work on consistently in my business, right? And that one question, for like a few years back, I was answering that question on a daily. I was journaling about that on a daily basis. If I fully trusted myself enough, if I felt worthy enough, if I felt good enough, would I still have this problem, right? And it's such a great point of reflection because obviously you know the answer is no, but reminding yourself that, okay, the problem here is not that I'm not good enough. It's not that I'm not worthy. It's that, you know, I just need to start trusting myself more, right? So that's a great one. Again, you can journal on that one, insert whatever the things are that you're feeling challenged by and whatever the thing is that you're doubting the most about yourself. And in full transparency, in my 7 years of doing this, most people, the thing that they doubt is their worthiness, they're good enough, are they ready, do they have what it takes? It's all around fear and self-trust in some version of it, right? So it's likely going to apply to you too. Okay, question number, what are we at, 19? I think we're at 19, yeah. Question number 19. What 3 non-negotiables do I have to get done in my business this week or / today, right? This is such a great question to help you focus. Business can start to feel like a running to-do list. You sit down to work and you've got to write the email, you've got to do the internet thing, you've got to get on social media, you got to create the program, you got to get on the client call, you got to get leads, all the things, right? And it can start to feel really overwhelming. And before you know it, at the end of the day, and you feel like you didn't get anything done, or what you got done didn't really move the needle forward. When you can really laser focus and identify what are the 3 non-negotiables that you have to get done in your business, whether it's on a daily basis or a weekly basis, and really stay consistent and focused and committed on doing those 3 things, every single day and every single week, your business will move ahead. Every single day and every single week, your business will continue to progress. That's because you are focusing on what those 3 non-negotiables are. And sometimes those 3 non-negotiables might have nothing to do with your business. Sometimes it might be do mindset work. Sometimes it might be take a walk outside and get some fresh air. Sometimes it might be go on a date with my partner, right? Because those are the things that fuel you and will help. When you're fueling yourself, you bring it back into your business. So again, and it also could be business related. It could be write the email, you know, do the post and record the video, whatever it might be. But think about what are the 3 non-negotiables that you have to get done in your business on a daily or weekly basis, and focus on that, laser focus on that, and your business will move forward day after day, week after week. All right, question number 20. I think we're at number 20. Question number 20. Are the actions I'm taking in alignment with what I want for my business? So this goes hand in hand with the previous question about the non-negotiables. If you're sitting to work and you've been on social media for 2.5 hours and you're just looking at what homegirl's doing over there on her feed and you haven't done anything in your business, guess what? That's not in alignment with where you want to take your business. This is such a great checkpoint for you as you're going about whatever you're doing in your business, whether it's, you know, whatever your working hours look like and whatever time you're spending on your business. It's such a great reminder and checkpoint for you to say, wait a second, is what I'm doing right now in alignment with where I want my business to be in the next 30 days, in the next 60 days, in the next 90 days, right? Am I busy making this freebie or creating this course that I'm gonna launch 6 months from now, but my goal and where I wanna be is clients right now, like 30 days from now, right? Is the thing that I'm doing in alignment with where I wanna be 30, 60, and 90 days from now, right? And again, you will know what your unique goals are and what are the actions you need to be taking towards getting there, right? All right, finally, question number 21. Now, these are in no particular order. I just realized that. It's not like this is like I'm saving the best for last. It's just, this is number 21. Question number 21. What expectations am I holding on to, and what would it feel like if I didn't have them or I let them go? Again, what expectations am I holding on to, and what would it feel like if I didn't have them or let them go? This is kind of the woo, right? Like detaching from the outcome, being like, I'm getting on this sales call and I'm not going through the sales call with this expectation that this person's gonna buy and this person has to convert and putting all this pressure into it. It's just about how would I approach that sales call if I did not have the expectation and if I detached from the outcome of that and just simply be in the moment, simply show up, simply serve, simply connect, simply show up as who I am authentically, right? What expectations am I holding on to? Am I holding on to expectations for my business? Am I holding on to expectations from my clients or future clients or social media or anything, right? Again, you have to kind of figure out what that looks like for you. And what would it look like if you let go of those expectations? How more freeing would that feel, right? How more open would you show up? How more confident would you show up? How more relaxed and at ease would you show up? So that's kind of actually a powerful one to end off on. So it happened for the right reasons. So what expectations am I holding on to, and what would it feel like if I let them go? So that's my questions for you. 21 questions to help you level up in 2021. I hope you enjoyed this list. You can use them in 2022, 2023. You can use them all day, every day. It doesn't matter what year, but these are really, really great questions to help you like reflect, think back, really dig deep and find the right solutions to whatever it is that you might be struggling around or feeling stuck around. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm wishing all of you the healthiest, happiest, harmonious-est 2021. Enjoy it, and I will see you all in the new year.